Hey, it's Frank from 40 Honeybee, and I'm going to do a quick inspection of this hive. This used to be my number 2 hive. It's now, can't carry the 5. I think it's number 4 now if the splits take that I did before. Haven't seen this hive for 2 weeks. I did take a little bit of resources from it to make a split, but it should just be one strong main brood hive at the bottom, brood box at the bottom, and I don't think there's a queen excluder, so the queen could be laying up top as well. Just want to have it make sure that everything's fine at 40 Honeybee. Finally getting a day or two of nice weather here after 6 days of rain, non-stop pretty much. So we still should be in a nice nectar flow. Dandelions are still out, fruit trees are blooming, and everything else is looking like it's doing pretty good, as is this hive. Look at that. Ooh, there's a wasp nest, former wasp nest. Hopefully that's got it going. Again, I'm not expecting too much here. Just put this brood box on, the second honey box, about 8 days ago, and moved a couple of brood frames up to kind of get them to start building out the stuff around these 2 frames. So let's see how it works. Okay, yeah, they're building it out. This frame's already heavily drawn out. Look at that. Wow, not only is it drawn out, they're capping it with honey already. Guess I should have a look for the queen, because she could be up here. Lots of bees on this frame. It's nice. So, the reason why you're seeing 2 frames up here is there's a plan that some beekeepers take, and I kind of agree with it. When you set the second brood box on, if you don't mind having the queen come up, bring a couple of brood frames up. When you keep a couple of brood frames up, the nurse bees come up and they really work at building out the frames immediately around it. Wow, that's a beautiful frame. Heavy with honey up top. Let's see if the queen has been laying here. No, I don't see any eggs. I don't see any larvae. Let's check this side as well. Just beautifully ready for a nest. Oh yeah, it's got eggs in there and just starting to have larvae. Let's see if you can see in there. You can see inside some of the cells. You should be seeing eggs. So the queen's been on this frame in the last day or so. Hive is very nicely behaved. Oh, another heavy frame. Let's see what this one's got. Same as before. Lots of honey along the top, and then the queen laying on the inside, which is exactly what we want. We'll check the frame beside it and then get down in the bottom box. And then this inspection is over. And this is a frame, this is a hive that I hope to be splitting soon. Still needs more bees to hatch out. Beautiful frame of drawn out comb here. Queen could be laying in this already. Well, it's all full of nectar. Don't expect much on the other side yet, just drawing it out. Okay, next frame is much of the same, so let's get in the bottom box and just make sure we've got a healthy queen that's laying down there too. She has been up here, that's good, and they continue to build it out, so no concerns so far on this top box. Just going to crack the box here and give them a little shot of smoke. decent group of bees there. Looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 frames of bees. So it's good. It's not ready to split yet, but it's doing fine, especially considering we took at least 3 frames of bees out of it 2 weeks ago. And this one's one that I just put in. Just starting to build that one out. Bees got some cleaning to do. Our strips out of the way. Wasp. Too slow to get that wasp. Yeah, look at how built out these frames are. Just beautiful. Really ready for this queen to lay here. Look at that. She should be laying in this frame. This is one absolutely stunning, beautiful, perfect frame. Okay. See, I've kind of checkerboarded the frames here, so they still have a lot of room to build. And this hive is at least a couple of weeks away from even thinking about doing any more splits with it. Just building this frame out. It's a heavy frame here. It's heavy just with nectar on the outside, but I don't see any eggs here. Okay, this one's full of larvae and eggs. Here's another nice frame where they're drying out. Lots of room for this queen to lay, so she's got to get laying. Not seeing any cat brood in here. There were eggs and larvae up top, so I'm not concerned about it. It's another frame that's just absolutely perfectly drawn out and polished and ready for laying, but I don't see any eggs in it at all. So I'm a little concerned about that. She really should be laying away here. The other side is exactly the same thing. There's a ton of bees on this frame. So it's a typical frame where you would expect to find the queen. I don't see her. But I also don't see any signs that she's been here. Yeah, I would have liked to have seen a lot more brood in this hive, considering this queen has been left alone for 2 weeks. Now, one of those 2 weeks was all rain events, but that really shouldn't matter. The queen should still be in here laying away. Lots of resources for her. Wow. Okay. Kind of an odd shaped comb there. Looks like a drone comb or a queen cell. We're going to have a look at it. Yeah, kind of a drone comb there. You see that? Let's have a look at it. Whatever it is, it doesn't look... Well, it looks like it's about to emerge, so let's just help it. Let's see what comes out of there. Yeah, just I'm a drone that's in rough shape. It's not developed very well. Other side. Again, just raring to go here for the queen. So it looks like she's in that top box just working on 2 frames when she's got a ton of frames below. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do with this hive is absolutely nothing. Sometimes I overmanage my bees, and that's something that will be very tempting, particularly for beginner beekeepers. You start to get this confidence level, you get a plan, and that's great, but Mother Nature sometimes has its own plans. You just got to let them do their thing. I don't believe this hive is queenless. I've seen eggs and larvae, but it definitely seems like right now it's underperforming. Yeah, plenty of frames of empty, perfect empty space, but the queen's definitely not laying in this lower box, which is not ideal. Here's a heavy frame, which is probably going to be honey. Yeah. Okay, another honey frame here. So we're not going to do anything with this hive. We're going to put it back together and just put it on the watch list to make sure. We'll give it a bit more time and make sure it's not doing anything silly. They've got enough resources. They did have a lot of pollen. They did have enough honey. But not where I was hoping this hive would be. I was hoping this hive would be full in the bottom and starting to fill out the top, and something that I can think about splitting in a couple of weeks. But as it is, just got to let bees do their thing sometimes. And it takes a little bit of patience, but that's what we got to do at 4D Honeybee.